I hear him saying that he's gonna move their channel. I hear him saying that he's gonna move their channel. I hear him saying that he's gonna move their channel. I hear him saying that he's gonna move their channel. I hear him saying that he's gonna move their channel. Io hear him say that he's a media channel. Io hear him say that he's a media channel. Io hear him say that he's a media channel. Io hear him say that he's a media channel. Io hear him say that he's a media channel. hear him say that he's going to need to check it. I hear him say that he's going to need to check it. I hear him say that he's going to need to check it. I hear him say that he's going to need to check it. I hear him say that he's going to need to check it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I take this opportunity to welcome you to Royal Holloway. The ceremony is being filmed. The edited video will be made available to download from the graduation website. In line with COVID regulations, we ask that you keep your masks on at all times during the ceremony. Please ensure that all mobile phones and digital watches are turned off. In the unlikely event of an emergency, and should we need to evacuate the building, guests should leave by the nearest available exit. Guests requiring assistance will be escorted. Once you have left the venue, please follow the directions of the stewards who will guide you to the nearest assembly point. The ceremony will commence shortly. We ask that you do not leave the venue once the ceremony has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the arrival of the Principal's procession.
Thank you. Please do take your seats. Distinguished guests, parents, friends, and above all, graduates, on behalf of Royal Holloway, I am delighted to welcome you here on this very important occasion of our graduation ceremony. Whether you are visiting campus for the very first time, or you have returned to a place that has now become very familiar to you, you are very welcome indeed. To all of you, a very warm welcome, but especially a warm welcome to those of you who are about to graduate. During this afternoon's ceremony, graduates from the School of Engineering, Physical and Mathematical Sciences and the School of Law and Social Sciences will be presented to the Principal, Professor Paul Azell. The first group of students will be awarded a master's degree. These graduates have studied at postgraduate level for at least 1 year and have either taken their studies to the boundaries of existing knowledge in their academic field or have studied in an area of professional or occupational theory and practice at a high level. They will be followed by graduates who will be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Each of their research investigations has made an original contribution to knowledge through the discovery of new facts or ideas and the exercise of independent critical judgment. Before we begin, I need just to ask you to please remain in your seats for the duration of the ceremony. So, to begin, I call upon the head of the School of Engineering, Physical and Mathematical Sciences Dr. Carlos Matos.
Today we recognize and celebrate the achievements of our students who have followed postgraduate programs with departments in the School of Engineering, Physical and Mathematical Sciences. These, which include physics, electronic engineering and mathematics, have consistently been ranked amongst the top departments in the UK for a number of years, combining research excellence, inspirational teaching programs and collaborations with partners beyond the university. Notable recent highlights include the Physics Department, who won 3 major awards from UK Research and Innovation, UKRI, to use cutting-edge developments in quantum technologies to help solve some of the greatest mysteries in fundamental physics, such as the nature of dark matter. Academics in physics are part of a group of scientists, engineers and technicians from the UK to embark on a £26 million project to help upgrade the Large Hadron Collider, LHC, at CERN, with a goal to increase the collision rate of many billions of proton interactions per second. Work by Professor David Howard, head of the Department of Electronic Engineering, to recreate an authentic vowel sound from the 3,000-year-old mummified remains of the Egyptian priest Nesayun, was shortlisted by the Times Higher Education for Research Project of the Year in the STEM category. The Department of Electronic Engineering at Royal Holloway, University of London, has been formally accredited by the Institution of Engineers and Technology, IET, for their electronic engineering degree programs. And Professor Rainer Dietmann from the Department of Mathematics was awarded the prestigious Gauss Professorship based on his outstanding research work in analytic number theory. It is now, with great pleasure, that we move to the presentation of graduates.
I call upon Professor David Howard, Head of the Department for Electronic Engineering.
Principal, I would like to present graduands from the Department of Electronic Engineering for the award of Master of Science degrees in Engineering Management. Vincent Bamigboe. Kian Shen. Stefania Kristinsdottir. Nithin Matathil. Ashaya Siddiq. Arthur Welding. And for the award of Master of Science degrees in Project Management, Mariam Al-Kwahizi. Philippa Anderson. Luca Baldini. Laura Barrett. Alketa Bokio. Edwin Carillo. Pruthvivan Dabhi. Ranzen Dakulog. Cherry Evans. Maureen Etzion Elimba. Ting Yi Hong. Zhe Huang. Nandan Kalikadad Dinesh. Suraj Mahia. Rahila Nisar. Tamarola Lefa Happiness Penawu. Aparna Sood. Bharath Tera. And for the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees in Electronic Engineering, for work on the design and optimization of thin-film solar cell configuration structures using the finite element method, Supervisor Dr. Shakiri Haksha, Maria Jabin. And for work on the suppression of nonlinear distortions in radio over fiber system, again supervised by Dr. Shakiri Haksha, Taimur Nazir Mirza. That concludes the presentation of graduands from the Department of Electronic Engineering at this ceremony.
I now call upon Professor Rüdiger Schack, Head of the Department of Mathematics.
Principal, I would like to present graduates from the Department of Mathematics for the award of Master of Science degrees in Mathematics for Applications. Hannes Brunzel. Lucy Walker. Ciara Ward. For the award of Master of Science degrees in Mathematics of Cryptography and Communications. Adam Cox. Sebastian Key. Atufa Kawaja. Gavin Lloyd Baker. MSc Achievement Medal 2019-20 in Mathematics, Laurie Parks. Jasmine Sharp. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees in Mathematics. For work on semi-classical analysis of magnetic Weyl operators on a torus phase space, supervised by Dr. Jens Bolte, Louis Proctor. That concludes the presentation of graduates from the Department of Mathematics at this ceremony.
Next, I call upon Professor Pedro Teixeira Dias, representative of the Department of Physics.
Principal, I would like to present graduates from the Department of Physics for the award of Master of Science in Physics by Research. Inara Penman. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. For work on superconductivity in gold, germanium, nickel, ohmic contacts to a gallium arsenide-based high-mobility two-dimensional electron gas, supervised by Dr. James Nichols, Christopher Beauchamp. For work on cooling low-dimensional electrons, supervised also by Dr. James Nichols, Stefanos Dimitriadis. For work on instabilities in arrays of coupled superconducting quantum interference devices, supervised by Professor Phil Meeson, Jacob Dunstan. For work on bringing near-field scanning microwave microscopy into the quantum regime, supervised by Professor Phil Meeson, Sean Geeney. For work on using the profile likelihood ratio method to search for dark matter in the Deep 3600 detector, supervised by Professor Jocelyn Monroe, Ashley Kemp. For work on phonons, defects, and the thermal conductivity of zinc oxide, supervised by Professor John Goff, Timothy Lehner. For work on order and excitations near the spin density wave masked ferromagnetic quantum critical point in niobium iron 2, supervised by Dr. Philip Niklowitz, Marijn Lucas. For work on constraining systematic uncertainties at T2K, using near detector data, supervised by Dr. Asher Cabot, William Parker. For work on energy measurements of electron beam in the storage ring of the diamond light source, supervised by Dr. Pavel Karotayev, Nikki Vitoratu. And that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Department of Physics at this ceremony.
Next, I call upon the head of the School of Law and Social Sciences, Professor Matthew Humphreys.
Today, we recognise and celebrate the achievements of our students who have studied in the School of Law and Social Science, and in particular, the Department of Economics. Law and criminology is home to the study of criminology, forensics, law and sociology. The department is strongly focused on the institutions and systems that provide the backbone of our justice and social systems, prisons, youth services, probation services, and of course the courts and institutions of state. Our staff research and teach fundamental concepts of justice, law and society, which combine to produce the governance and structures that provide benefits to us all. In our Politics, International Relations and Philosophy department, students are taught by academics whose teaching and research is global in its scope and impact. The department is home to the college's Gender Institute and has a strong commitment to equality and to combating global inequalities through our research and teaching, in particular problems of public policy, the political world around us, and more traditional aspects of focus, such as the study of democracy, elections, and political ideas. Our Department of Economics draws students from across the world to study finance, policy, data analysis, and theories of economics. The discipline of economics is ultimately about improving policy. Our staff have made notable contributions to the understanding of a broad spectrum of topical issues, including, but not limited to, immigration, civil casualties in war, the economic impact of mining, and forecasting the end of the global COVID pandemic. Finally, the Department of Social Work offers practice-based training, study and research in social work and social care. Our diverse staff and students reflect our commitment to inclusion and participation in social work education. We are committed to developing effective social workers for the most vulnerable in our society. A degree from the school and at Royal Holloway opens many doors to our graduates to take up positions in public or private institutions, including many roles in major companies as well as the voluntary sector. Our students go on to fulfill employment aspirations that are wide-ranging and diverse, from the legal profession and opportunities within the criminal justice sector more broadly, social work and social care, to successful careers within the cultural and heritage industries and within publishing, marketing and the media, to key areas of governmental policy, such as those of climate change, migration and sustainable development, and to areas within the world of business and finance. It is now with great pleasure we move to the presentation of graduates.
I call upon Professor Dan Anderberg, Head of the Department of Economics.
Principal, I would like to present graduates from the Department of Economics. For the award of Masters of Science in Corporate Finance, Maxwell Morley. George Panico. And Haben Samuel. For the award of Master of Science degrees in Economics, Majid Abu Sada. Jenan Ahmed Mohammed Yasin Hassan. George Lee. Zuman Mia. And Harjul Purewal. Lawrence Selwyn. And Anup Takar. For the award of Master of Science degrees in Finance, Pavan Raj Chagar. Nadim Esat. Highest overall marks achieved by a student in MSc Finance or Corporate Finance, Liam Hill. Miles Lord Wools. And Terence Rajapaksaj. Yishu Wan. And Kasper Viksisiewicz. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees in Economics. For essays on Indian household savings, poverty, and inequality within the context of economic growth, supervised by Professor Andrew Seltzer, Angeliki Dimopoulou. And for essays in family economics, supervised by Professor Dan Anderberg and Professor Michael Naif, Alexander Vickery. And that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Department of Economics at this ceremony.
And indeed, that concludes the presentation of all the graduates, now graduates, at this ceremony. So let me call upon the principal, please, to make a closing address.
So to our graduates watching in the room next door and to you, their guests, I'd like to add my welcome to this ceremony in which we celebrate the achievements of graduating classes from 2020 and 2021. Graduation marks the end of current study, allowing our graduates time to reflect and celebrate with fellow graduates, family, friends, and staff. And it signals a transition into a new stage of their lives. We're all honoured to join you here today, and I hope that our graduates' new degrees will lead them on a career path that is enjoyable and rewarding. Our gathering is all the more significant because of the disruption caused by the pandemic. For some here today, we're celebrating achievements completed over 12 months ago, and for whom today is a wonderful opportunity to reunite with fellow students and staff. For others, it marks the more recent completion of studies, started at a time of significant disruption last autumn. For all, however, today is a celebration of a remarkable educational journey. For gaining a place here required all of our graduates to achieve exceptionally high levels of academic performance. Whilst at Royal Holloway, they've worked with staff who are leaders in their field and in departments that have a global reputation. The nature of these studies at postgraduate level has required our graduates to understand and synthesize a wide body of knowledge. Through dissertations and theses, they've tested and critiqued that knowledge to gain insight and to extend it, and to create new ideas and understanding. And unique to this generation of students, they have had to work in new ways, as we've all learnt to respond to the conditions of the pandemic. And through that, they've demonstrated a remarkable focus and resilience. These qualities, together with new ideas and understanding, now equip our graduates to undertake the challenges ahead. Supporting our graduates' journey have been parents, families, and friends. And for you, I'm sure you are as proud of our graduates' success as they are grateful to you for the support and encouragement that you've given to them. And so on their behalf, I'd like to thank you for the difference that you've made to them during their studies. And I'd encourage you to be proud of your contribution as we celebrate their achievements today. As well as support from family and friends, our graduate achievements have been made possible by our staff, for whom today is also special. Academic colleagues have taught, guided and supervised our students to become another generation of capable, thoughtful and ambitious Royal Holloway graduates. Graduates have benefited from learning alongside world-leading teachers and researchers whose own achievements were, I'm sure, part of the attraction in coming to this university. The range of work undertaken by our staff is inspiring, and you heard snapshots from the heads of school in their introductions. This work and many other activities help to improve the quality of classes and supervision, ably assisted by a wide range of support staff. But ultimately, it is our graduates' hard work and dedication that's enabled them to succeed. And whilst our graduation ceremonies are somewhat more unusual this year, it in no way diminishes their success. While some graduates have taken degrees to continue an academic or research career, most have taken programs to develop higher level skills and knowledge that will equip them to work in a chosen profession. In a highly competitive global employment market, these new degrees will help our graduates stand out in the crowd. And I encourage them and you, their supporters, to be proud of their achievements. Those achievements and those of our academics are all the more impressive because they're not self-judged but confirmed by others. Over successive years, we've become a top UK university, with one of the biggest rises this year in the Guardian newspaper University League table. The UK government has recognised the quality of the research work undertaken by our staff here at Royal Holloway, with 81% of that work classified as world-leading or internationally excellent, a measure that directly impacts the experience of our postgraduate students and one that will help to boost our post-pandemic economy. Of course, success should not make us complacent, and we recognise that investment is vital if we're to continue to offer world-class teaching and research. Some of our graduates will have benefited from past investments in our teaching and research infrastructure, whilst others will have benefited from the generosity of donors by receiving a scholarship or other financial support to help in the cost of study. Only last week, former students, staff and supporters of this university raised over £110,000 through donations and matched funding from the Reed Foundation, for which we're very grateful. Through our investments and the support of our donors, our graduates' university, this university, will continue to grow and develop, and will keep our graduates informed of our progress through their membership of our Alumni Association. The association plays an important role in continuing links between us and our graduates, as well as with one another, helping us to continue to celebrate their success. So as we now conclude the formal part of today's graduation, let me once again reflect on our graduates' tremendous achievement. Their degree certificates are a testament to hard work, intellectual capacity and perseverance. But as they now leave this place, those certificates are also statements of potential. While celebrating what has been achieved, it's important that each of our graduates now considers what they are yet to achieve. The past is a vital ingredient in making them the person they are, but it's what they do next that will define them. Many will have started full-time employment. Others will be undertaking a period of voluntary or humanitarian work. Some may be taking a break, and others continuing their studies. Whatever their next steps, I and all the university staff wish every one of our new graduates every success in their chosen endeavour. Thank you.
So we are indeed at the end of the formal part of our celebrations today. I hope that you have enjoyed the ceremony. All I need to do now is simply to ask you if you would just stay in your seats and in this venue, please, just for the period when the platform party and the students depart. please rise for the recession.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to the exit.